Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody. So I got Garrett here. I think Garrett, are you here?
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome. So Garrett is here with us again this week. We got a bunch of new products for you. You can check them out linked in the description. But looks like we're starting with the XSPC Neo blocks. So these are for the 2080 Ti.
Yep.
They're pretty cool. The one on the left there, Garrett's right, is the black. Is that black chrome?
Yes.
Okay, so it's black chrome, and they're like polished, nickel-plated blocks all the way around, and then there's tempered glass over the clear part. So that's not even plexi; that's tempered glass. I think we compared them last time when we got the 2080 blocks, but no. Overall, they look really cool. They're solid metal blocks, like I said, with glass. So pretty. I guess it's a little different to see that compared to a lot of other blocks. A lot of other blocks there's nickel plexi or nickel acetal, so kind of cool to see someone use a couple different materials and make it a little bit unique. So great new blocks there. There's also that's a matte black version. Yeah, matte black, still got the tempered glass over the center part, and nickel plated copper cold plate. So
Yep.
two different styles there for your new 2080 Ti's. Yeah, are they RGB?
Yes, they come with two RGB strips. They come with the RGB controller, and of course you got all your mounting, your screws, your thermal pads, and thermal paste.
Hey, an actual printed instructions. I really actually. Oh, it comes with the backplate too, or no? I was gonna say they never
have the backplate for both, either
okay
Ti or just the regular 2080.
I like how they still have the printed instructions there. Those
yes.
Couple of the brand of 2080 blocks I've put on now, they just make you look it up, and it's always annoying as hell when I could just have the piece of paper there. Yeah. And it's one piece of paper, guys. Come on. And that one's got really nice pictures.
The environment.
Yeah, of course. One piece of paper at a time. Whatever. But yeah. So overall, really nice deals there for if you're looking for a 2080 Ti block. I know people are still getting those cards, so definitely gonna need some blocks, I would assume.
Very nice.
Those for reference PCBs? Yes, they are. Those are for reference PCBs only, technically. So, I mean, that's a lot of different cards. Lots of different cards use reference PCBs. So, just look up what your card has. You can always shoot me an email. My email's in the description below if you are worried that you don't know whether or not your card's reference or if this block will fit or not. So, shoot me an email and I can always help you out with that. So, temperature displays. These are pretty interesting. Yes. Pretty affordable little temperature displays here. So they just have a regular Pro. Yeah. So this would, I mean, I think overall it'd be a really good add-on for someone's air-cooled build in general. I would like to just have a temp probe in the case. I used to do that at least with a lot of air-cooled builds. I don't know if I always try to anymore, but it's nice to have a temp probe inside the case because you can set your house to whatever temperature you want, but you don't actually know how warm the interior of your case is. So pretty cool little deals there. You can either power them through Molex, that's probably what I would do, or you can power them through USB.
And they're pass-through.
It's a pass-through USB, so I don't know why you would have that inside your PC though, like USB inside of it, but maybe it's for a different application.
Maybe if you have to run it through the back side of your case, you just plug it in.
I just use Molex because then you keep it all inside.
Looks like it'd be also, so
yeah, it looks like it's easy to mount too. You can mount it in a panel pretty easy or something like that. So overall, they're like $15 or a little less, I think. So
yeah,
pretty.
Both come in Celsius or Fahrenheit, so
yeah. So you got
either way you want options. It, which is pretty nice. I mean, nice having a
yeah, like I said, I
cheap.
Still use them in my dad's PC for his hard drives because he's got a bunch stacked on top of each other. So I like to have a probe in there just to make sure the drives aren't getting too hot ever because you could damage them. So if you're looking for a use for one, there's one. Oh, and tubing tamers. Look at this. So
yeah, new craze that you started there, man.
It's not even new. That's what I was gonna say. So I think people have probably seen these before. I don't know why somebody hasn't made them. To be honest, I thought somebody would have. But yeah, these are just tubing combs, tubing tamers, as I kind of called them. But we've already, mocked up some designs for you guys in various sizes. So if you don't know what size tubing, or I mean, what size your gap is or anything like that, we've got some options for common stuff. As you can see there, radiator, CPU block. Most CPU blocks should be pretty similar. You probably get away with using that comb or the smaller one. I'm not sure where the quad ones will come into play, but it seemed like
very.
Yeah.
The only thing I was thinking is if you have your like if you're trying to keep it away from the side panel of your case. I don't know how tight that would be. It might be too tight. That's
yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Jeremy made them, so Jeremy probably had an idea of why they'd be useful.
I was gonna say there might be a point where some runs come together, and that might be like. Otherwise, they'll just give somebody an idea of what they want to look at, and then they can measure it out. Because that is also an option. Here is you can measure out what gap you have or whatever, or even if you have 3 or 5 tubes or something random, and you want to keep them all spaced out appropriately. You can always just email us. You can do the custom option on the order, and then we'll have Jeremy talk to you, and you can tell him what exactly you're working with, and we can make you the comb or tubing tamer that you need specifically. So, yeah. But it's already in the common tubing sizes, so we've got that all figured out for you already.
Yeah, 3 common tubing sizes, and we have 5 each different spacing sizes.
Yep,
between
so 120, 140 rads, and then like I said, there's like a general CPU block, and there's one that's smaller than that. That might work for other CPU blocks too. Twin pump res. Yeah, that's a good point, Hank. Hank said twin pump res. So yeah, if you had like a dual loop with your pump reses next to each other, I suppose you might have 4 tubes coming out somewhere at some point.
Very nice.
So yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know if you guys have some ideas of your own too. We can always cut them out. Pretty simple stuff. It's 5mm clear acrylic. Yeah. I suppose if they really wanted to, you guys could get it in our thinner 3mm stuff that's in different colors. However, I personally asked Jeremy to make mine out of 5mm just because I didn't want them to break. They're going on my test bench, so I'm going to be moving the tubes around and stuff. And I think the 3mm stuff would have a much better chance at breaking. It's going to be really... Yeah, especially on the edges and stuff. It'll be pretty hard to break the 5mm ones, though. They have quite a bit more rigidity to them. So, and I figured clear looks better than anything in my opinion that way. I mean, you can tell they're there, but they're not like flashy colored and like, stand out.
I mean, I could get if you had green tubing you want. I mean,
well, you can always paint them too. It's super easy to paint acrylic. So,
yeah.
If you ever felt like, I would almost do that anyways, then you make sure that it matches your whatever tubing you have. Or whatever you're trying to color match it to. So, plenty of ideas though, guys. So hit us up about those. Kind of a new product we just kind of threw together this week. So, hope you appreciate it. And gets you thinking about your builds. I'm pretty hard right now, says Hank. That's nice, Hank. Oh, Scott joined. What's up, Scott? What's the last thing on? No, we have a couple items left.
Got one more thing.
One more thing. Yes, so Abralon sanding discs, they're a pretty commonplace item, I suppose you might think, but they work great for making frosted tubing and anything really, like acrylic. That's PETG right there. Oh, and the camera decides not to focus as soon as you start moving. But as Garrett's showing you guys, he's just rubbing the sanding pad on the tubing. If you guys checked out BitTech's video, Alex from BitTech did a video on how to do this. I'll probably do a stream or a video on this as well, so you'll see more, but Garrett's kind of just showing you how they work exactly. So, but overall, it's just a nice little sanding pad, essentially, that you can use to, like I said, sand your PETG, acrylic. It's essentially polishing it, but you're getting a little rougher, so it gives it a nice satin or frosted finish, some people call it. You use it on your reservoir tubes, your blocks. I've seen people do blocks already, so it is a little bit more time consuming than just buying stuff that's already frosted, but not everything comes frosted. So this is kind of your option between, and it is really nice for tubing because that way you can use whatever tubing you want. You can bend it up however it needs to go in the rig, and then sand it once you're all done. So you don't have to waste time sanding pieces that you don't need. But I'll definitely be
a lot better than that. But I mean.
No, that looks good for me. I mean, you can't really tell how nice it is until you get like lighting and then like coolant in it and stuff. But overall, it looks like it's frosted. And if you just sit there and you take some time to do your tube, it's not too bad. I will be going more in depth on that, like I said, in either a video or a stream, or both. So I'm not ignoring Twitch. I've been reading it. Did you ask a good question? I think I answered one. Okay. No, I'm not. But was there? That's right. We have a trivia question for. We're just gonna give away one of those temperature displays today that you just saw. The previous or was it the previous item? Whatever. Two items ago. The temperature displays. So the trivia question is, and you just got to answer this in chat, whatever chat you're in. First one to answer correctly will win one of these, and you can just shoot me an email about it. My email is in the description of the video, and I can put it in chat too. So the question is, though, how many different tubing tamers do we have already set up for you to purchase? So I hope you're paying attention. Garrett already told you guys. So how many different tubing tamer options do we have already set up for you guys? 7. No, it's not 7. I'm going to put my email in the chat. It's in the Facebook description, but it's just not in Twitch, so, and it's in YouTube's description. 8 and 9. You guys are both wrong. You guys are really doing this the hard way.
Different size tubing and different size spacings. How many altogether? Not including the custom one.
5 and 10. Look at you guys just guessing. Just go there. It's linked in the description.
Yeah, go there. Count them real quick.
You can do it. Mackie, says Carlos. Carlos, you know how many. 15. There we go. Mr. Ryu Dragon. Thank you, sir, on YouTube. So, just shoot me an email, Mr. Ryu Dragon. I think we've talked before, or you're on Discord. Either way, my email's in the description of the video, or just message me on Discord, and we'll get you your temperature display. I was so close. Thank you guys. We'll be definitely doing another new product stream next week. Garrett was talking to me, holiday season might be a little bit different for these streams, but I'll definitely be streaming some more content. The bench is almost finished up. We're getting the CNC in. If you didn't see on the Facebook post, Hank ordered us a CNC, and that'll be coming to my shop, I think by Christmas at some point here. So it's going to be a couple weeks, but we're slowly but surely getting in parts for that. I already actually got some stuff today, so we're getting all the stuff set up for that, getting the shop. Coming down there, maybe at the beginning of next year, I might be going down to PPCs again, so probably be taking a trip to, I don't know, overall, we got plenty of stuff planned, though, so just stay tuned. There'll be Facebook posts on it. I'll be talking to you guys in Discord about it, so hit up all those links. They're all in the description. I do believe we're going to have a giveaway in the group pretty soon, so you guys invite your friends and be ready for that. But beyond that, guys, just stay tuned for another stream, and we'll see you then. Garrett, do you have anything to say to them before we leave?
Just have a nice night, everyone.
Happy modding. See you guys later.
See ya.